Good morning. Good morning. We're going to give the rest of our stuff a chance to get it together. As soon as it comes over here, we'll go live and we're good. We're golden, living our life like it's golden. Good morning to the morning dew for certified doers just like you. I'm Jackie Glass, mama, Navy vet, certified doer, and the laced up legislator for the House of Delegates, 93rd District. What a great day in the neighborhood, y'all. We're almost done. We are on day 50 something and almost done up here in Richmond for the time being. March 9th is the last. March 9th is the last day that we will be having active business for our regular session up here this morning. So what I'm trying to do is wrap everything out. So, it's when we're here in Richmond, it is crazy busy. I actually should be posting it here tomorrow. I should be posting my Black History Month speech. Finally did that yesterday, which is always a very, very stressful thing. I did not go to bed until 2 a.m. the night before trying to get ready. It's a lot of pressure sometimes. It's when we have to take our moments where we get privilege, and that's what they call it, a point of personal privilege to be able to speak. However, I am so grateful to have y'all here this morning. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I am here for it. This is your time to ask all the questions. But I'll give you a snapshot of where we are so far. We are going to be wrapping up a lot of the legislative business of this, like committees and things this week. So tomorrow, I think will be the last committee that I sit through, which is privileges and elections. So we'll do the last little bit of election law, and then next week all of the bills that we couldn't work out how to do what we wanted to do on. Like the Senate said one thing, the House said another thing. We're going to be taking those bills and try to get them right, get them to a place where we can all say, yeah, we're good with it, and then go ahead and move forward. All of that has to be done by Friday, and then the governor, well, let me backtrack. When we pass everything here, so like when the House and the Senate pass, when things make it out of here, first the Speaker of the House and the Lieutenant Governor have to sign those pieces of legislation and say that they're good, and then send them off to the governor, and that's when the governor starts doing their processes. So that is what we're sort of leaning into, waiting on to make sure that all of our bills. We had 8 bills. 8 out of 15 make it out thus far. Still have 2 bills to present this morning. This morning I'll be presenting a bill at 7:30. So as soon as we finish here, I'm gonna hop right off, run down. I ain't gonna run. I'm gonna take the elevator. I'm gonna hop down to the 3rd floor and start presenting my last pieces of legislation, and then I have another one at 8:30, and that will be wrapped up from there. But we will be back in district next week. If you don't know, is Certified Doer Day. Like, I had somebody ask me, what form do you have to fill out? What do you have to do to be a certified doer? Let me tell you something. The only thing you got to do is show up for you and your people. Right? If you're a person that knows that there are actions that you may need to take in order to make your space in place, right? In order to change your corner of the world, and you're willing to take that action, recognizing that there's no action that is too small, then you're a doer. Right? There's nothing that is too small, because I think many hands make light work. Y'all show up and do the things. That's right. That's right. Good morning. Good morning. I see the good mornings. That's it. So March 6th, Wednesday, March 6th, 8 a.m. We'll have folks come up here to the Capitol. I'm going to teach you what it means to lobby, how to get your things together, get you some people that you can meet. We're going to go around the Capitol. I'm going to take you. It's going to be great. So Certified Doer Day, wear your yellow. I'm going to be yellowed out. Do you hear me? I already got my yellow outfit, because we're gonna be bright. I feel like yellow is a power color. I know people like to do that with red, like red lipstick and red, but I feel like yellow does that for me. I don't know, what color does it for you? I don't know. What color does it for you? Drop it in the chat. So that's next week. Furthermore, coming up next month, and I'm saying next month like it's March, because it feels like it's March. Tomorrow is March. Happy March. Next month is our Norfolk, Fly Norfolk. So we do this event. We've done it for 3 years in a row, and now we're doing a big partnership. So instead of it being our third annual, we're combining with another event for AIM, Aviation Maintenance, Aviation Institute Maintenance, and we're doing Fly Norfolk. It is so dope. At the hangar at Norfolk International Airport, we bring in drones, we bring in actual aircraft. This year we'll have some flight simulator. We've got the Spaceport Authority coming. We've got higher education. It is just an all around event of just a celebration of aviation, and then really connecting you to opportunity. It's free. Number one, it is all ages, and like there's something to do for everybody. That is April 27th. That's April 27th. That's going to happen. So I'm really excited. We posted some things on both Facebook and I think Facebook, Twitter. No, Twitter. Y'all, I don't be on Twitter. It's just a whole different beast. So like, forgive me, I don't be on there, but I think Instagram and Facebook have all that information, and I'll try to make sure we start getting stuff posted on the other places. Oh, I love it. Miss Charlene said purple is your color. That's what I got on today. I got me a little purple on today. What's your power color? That's what I want to know. Drop it in the chat. What's your power color? Mine is yellow all the way. Yellow is like a power color to me. Purple is very royal. Very royal. Yeah. You do not need to register to come to the question for K Willie 9718 97 1984. So that must be your birthday. That's your birthday. You about to be 40 this year. That's your birthday. So Certified Doer Day, you do not need to register. Just come on up. This is low barrier. The goal, I really do just want people to see this place. I mean, I did not grow up here, and I don't ever remember, and I'm sure it happened for me visiting the capital, Springfield, Illinois, where I'm from. I'm sure we did something, but it's very different, I think, when you have been in the community. And shout out to Franklin High School. Yesterday, we had Franklin High School come up to the Capitol. Y'all, let me tell you this. These young people, I walked into the room. This is their first time visiting the Capitol, and you can feel the nervous energy. Like you could feel it. Like I see legs shaking. These are high schoolers. And I told the delegate Darius Clark, who he brought them, or it was his group that he was hosting. And he's like, man, I said, there's a lot of nervous energy in here. He's like, how you feel it? I said, yeah. And he said they were nervous just to be talking to us. Look at regular me. And I'm telling you, like, if you know me, it's like, you nervous to talk to me? It's not, but it's a beautiful thing. It's something to be said to humanize the people that are up here, have real conversations, and just be in the space. So I hope to see you. Oh, thank you, Sebastian, for the compliment on the floor speech. It was exhausting. So I'm still tired. I'm still tired. I'm emotionally tired. But yes, I did do a floor speech yesterday on Black motherhood for my Black History Month speech, which is something we have to do every year. Well, we get to do every year. So I'm excited for it. Okay, 40 years married. Oh my gosh, congratulations. That's coming up. So and I think that is so awesome that your marriage day is part of your instant tag. Okay, so here goes David. David, I love having you here because you always have the best questions. I always have the best questions. So David says he saw the cannabis bill change language about marijuana paraphernalia to now include additional tax to all marijuana paraphernalia, not just which is sold in licensed stores. Okay, Jay, glad that you won't be there. I will love to see you here. I have an email. If you could see, actually, I would share my screen, but I got too much up here. I have your stuff right here. I couldn't find your email address. So Jay came up to the Capitol the other day and visited us. Has an amazing program. We 757 We Care, and we're gonna connect the dots. We're gonna do good things, and hopefully he connects to some doers because he's trying to help these young people out. We need more of that. We need more funding for it. Let's just be honest. So yes, David, let me go back to David. I apologize. Yes, there were some changes. I'm going to read this other piece that you wrote, and then I'll talk a little bit about the marijuana bill, which is huge, right? We're trying to create a market, a fair market for marijuana, right? We legalized it some years ago, and we're still trying to figure out what that looks like. Like still kind of figure out what that looks like. So there's two bills. There's a House bill and a Senate bill, and the House bill was very different from the Senate bill. We work and work and work and work together, the folks that are carrying the bills, the stakeholder, the people that care, to try to get it to a place where we can get it out of the legislative branch and into the executive branch. And that bill has been a labor. I was kind of like trying to read the substitute, and I'll talk a little bit about that after I read this comment from you, David. In addition, the tax on grow shops and glass shops are going to be a huge burden, and it a win for the cheap China-made imports. Here's the deal with that, right? I reading the bill, and I would love to actually have a conversation with you too, David, or anybody. I think there's going to have to be some committed conversation about what's happening with the marijuana bill, because it's still in the works. I went ahead and I voted for the substitute. I'm very heavily, what do you call it? Heavily interested in how the equity piece, right, of just making sure that we don't price people out of this market, and the people that are disproportionately affected by the criminalization of marijuana have the opportunity to get into it, but also not creating a market that's so stringent that the black market is more seductive. So there's still negotiation happening, David James. So we are going to, you're going to have to be paying attention all the way until the end, because I know that particular bill is going to, there's still going to be some back and forth. I voted for it, one, because I have faith in the House patron and the people that he's working with to trying to get it right. And I believe in what we can do getting it into conference. And if you've been on these lives before, you understand that conference is when we come together and try to figure out a balance between what the House wants and what the Senate wants. I believe in his ability to work that, and he's actually been really receptive to the feedback that folks are giving them. So I'm excited about that, but also really nervous, because if we don't get this right, like if we don't get it right, y'all, we're not going to be in a good place. We might as well not have a market. So like, this is the labor of love, and for some folk, and I'm here to vote on what I think, and based off the limited knowledge, and whatever I receive, to make the best decision that we can. So always welcome your feedback. And David, know that I know we do lives here, but if you have more commentary or comment on a particular piece of bill, and like you like, hey, I want a response, or I want to inform you, that is super helpful. You can always email the office at deljglass@house.virginia.gov. That means you don't got to wait till Thursday till I'm on here. That's not for you specifically, Dave, because I love that you're on here. I love this. But I'm saying, if you think about something, the team will get it and then be like, hey, you had this comment. They let me know, I can see, and then maybe even be able to provide some insight, or you provide me insight, and I'll be able to take that to the table as I do this work. So thank you for that. Always get your cause in. Quayle says, we need to get our minority business owners comfortable with their legislators, so the process can be proactive. So the process of being proactive is the process. So much work to do. Would love to meet you. I will, if you're going to be here for Certified Doers Day. You coming? We actually just had the Virginia, I believe it's the Virginia Black Chamber of Commerce came up, which is growing exponentially. I imagine, I'm not sure if you follow them. I just keep saying K Willie. I'm not sure if you follow them, but the Virginia Black Chamber came up. Yes. And they came up in force. Let me just tell you, they came up and had great questions and all the things. I think they came up last week. So if you connecting the dots there, and I don't know what corner of the world that you are in. Yeah, good. So you already in the know. You know them. You on the ball. I can't drop that ball because you own it. But connecting the dots to them too, and they're trying to get their legislative arm together. Like I can't remember the gentleman. I can't remember what he's the mayor of what town, I cannot remember, but they are actually working on their legislative piece, getting a legislative branch of their chamber, so that they can start showing up. So you're right here. Chesterfield, you better come on up here for Certified Doers Day. I'm just gonna say, I know that it's the middle of the day. Like that doesn't fall deaf on me. It does not fall deaf on me that we're asking people to take time away from whatever it is their life asks them to do in the middle of the week, in the midst of the day, when they are probably working or doing all those things. So access is a huge piece, which is why we try to do this. We try to do this, but there's nothing like getting folks up here. We got to figure something out where we can get people up here at a time where at a better time. I receive that. Okay, so I'm gonna head off in about 10 minutes because I think I said before I have to present a bill at 7:30. So I'm gonna also say if you have any questions, comments, or events that you have going on, things in the community that you have going on that you want to share, that you want me to elevate. I still didn't hear what your power color was. Miss Charlene told me hers was purple. I want to know what your power color is. That's a real thing here. But go ahead and drop it in the comments. Let's see what else I got. I feel like I'm forgetting. Let me look at my list. Yeah, the mayor of Dumfries. Yeah, he's amazing. I'm sorry, his name was failing me at the moment, but he's doing a great job of connecting those dots to get people to know what's going on. Okay, Certified Doer Day. We will, if you're in the Norfolk area and you are in district, we are now starting to put together what it looks like to start coming to Civic League meetings and doing that whole gamut. We should be starting doing that in early mid-spring. So if you've got a civic league that maybe is just starting, or you have a group that you want us to come and talk to and debrief and do all the things, then I'm here for it. So just reach out to the office, Del J. Glass at house.virginia.gov, and we will be able to do that. Yes, his name is Derek. Yes, I'm reading the comments in Instagram. So for some of you guys that are on all the other channels, we've got Instagram on the other side, and they don't get kicked into our feed. So Willie said his I don't know if it's K Williams or Sherford Williams, but that his power color is red. Most people, red can be feisty. You feisty. So I'm just messing. But so yes, love to hear it. Love to hear it. Gratitude. I appreciate you. So if you've got a group like some senior citizens homes, things like that you feel like you want to get on our list, and we can start planning out the rest of the year, get our tour scheduled together so people know where we'll be. So reach out to the office for that. I did on Saturday, got to go visit Caroline Correctional Facility. I think I said our last meeting that I would be going there, and it was an amazing opportunity. I don't want to say I'm super impressed, but I so get it. Like the visiting with the guys, they were on top of our legislation. Like, what about this bill? What about this bill? What about this bill? Where's the status of this? This was in code. Blah blah. It was actually an amazing visit, and I didn't expect it to be anything less. I just was super grateful to be in a position where we get to do those things. Like, that's not normal. And then also talk to people face to face that are directly impacted by some of the criminal justice legislation that we're doing, whether it's earned sentencing credits or the second look legislation. Like, to see and have a conversation with folks that are directly impacted, and they can tell us what bills have been meaningful for them and how we can be helpful and how they want to be helpful. And it was great. So shout out to all the guys at the Carolina Correctional Facility that we got to talk to, especially Luga. You stuck in my mind. Luga was stuck in my mind about the questions, and we'll be following up. I'm excited about that. Okay, so what else we got? Okay, Williams, that's what I thought it was short for. So VA Adopteer Rights Alliance. You are visiting the Capitol Day and planning to stop by. Oh, that is awesome. I'm excited. I'd love to see it. Love to see you. Yes. So if I don't see you in the office, because I know I'm ripping and running, then I hope to see you in the hallway or in in the chambers. If you see me, I'll wave back. I promise. I'm a person. I'll wave back. So you got to adopt to your rights alliance. What are you going to be advocating for today? Like, what is what's the goal of your visit today? I always want to know what the goal of their visit is, which it could just be just because I want to be here, because it's my place too. You pay for it. Yeah, 100%. You pay for it. What else? Newsletter, town hall. That's really. I'm waiting on your questions, your comments. I'm looking up that Senate bill. Let me see. House Bill 555. Actually, I do want to show y'all a resource. I do want to show you a resource where if you haven't started digging into vpap.org, I what I like is visual things. I'm such a visual learner. I really, really like being able to see the different stats that we have. Adult adoptee. Oh, the original birth certificate. Okay, hold on. Access to original birth certificate. Did this? Hold on. I think I remember we have a adult adoptee the right to birth certificate. This bill. Okay, so for you all who are not on Instagram, so that are on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and Twitter and places, the VA Adoptee Rights Alliance just dropped in the chat that they are going to be here today advocating for House Bill 550 or HB 550, which would allow an adult that was adopted the right to their birth certificate. Something that not even in my wheelhouse. So when this bill came up, there was a lot of conversations about it maybe outing parents that didn't want to be having parents that didn't want to be known that it was them. And there was so much conversation about people that are adopted that may have, medical things that they just kind of want to know what's in their background. Or I guess what I'm trying to contextually say is that this is something that you would think would be non-controversial, you wouldn't think, but there was so much to think about. And I appreciate the robust conversation about what does it mean for a person to be able to have access to their birth certificate, to the people that brought, that essentially were participatory in bringing them into the world and being connected to the past. I heard the pros, I heard the cons. I actually had a phone call with a constituent that was adopted that said, hey, this is affecting me. I'd really love to be able to get access to my birth certificate. Because I was like, so then what do you use? When you get adopted, there are certain paperwork that you do get, but her original birth certificate, she's never seen it, never set eyes on it, can't even get a copy of it. And there's a myriad of reasons, but just to know that there's nothing really nuanced here. There's where you think there may not be a pro on an issue, there may be pro. Where you think there might not be a con on an issue, there may be a con. So it's important that you all engage on your issue, because what it does is it widens the breadth of the types of conversations that we're able to have about legislation. So I was super grateful to my constituent who called me up and was like, hey, let me tell you why this is important to me. So VA Adoptee Rights Alliance says it's about equality, plain and simple. Adoptees are the only group of people not allowed to have their own factual birth certificate. It's time to end this 48-year injustice, right? See, some of y'all didn't even know that was a thing, and now you do. And if that's something that interests you, then you need to go ahead and start following VA Adoptee Rights Alliance, and then you got to go read House Bill 550, House Bill 550. That's how we do it, because we're certified doers and we get into the things that make sense to us. Thank you for sharing, and I can't wait to see you today. Okay, I don't see any other questions, comments, concerns in the chat, so I'm going to give it another minute, and then I'm going to grab my binder and run downstairs to go present a bill. I'm making sure. I'm going to give it a second. What I am hopeful for you all is that you be kind to yourself, hydrate, water yourself. You're a flower. Are you hydrating? Are you really? Is it enough though? Right? Is it enough though? We don't know that. Oh, I got my dentist to menace here. I could see it. So y'all had to tell me to fix myself if I'm gonna be out here working. All right. So if there are no further questions, I hope that you all are able to make it a great day. David, is that green for marijuana? Just messing. All right. You make it a great day. Until next time, I am Jackie Glass, Mama, Navy vet, certified doer, and laced up legislator for the House of Delegates 93rd District. I will catch you next week. Same time, same place. If I don't catch you in between there, you guys know where to find me. All right. All right. Be well. Peace.